Make sure you check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfella One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. What's going on? We back. Goodfella Sports TV. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Definitely appreciate everybody for checking in. One time for the one time. Much blessings to the brothers and sisters out there. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Health Blaze, thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella One Boxing. Get you 18% off, and that's an additional 18% off into any promos or discounts they're running on all natural products such as soaps, lotions, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Check the website link out in the description and the promo code there as well. And don't forget, check out my Patreon, brand new Patreon. A lot of content on there already. Got a boxing tier, it's only $2. Then I got a $5 tier for my hood series, Food for Thought, another real conversation talk that we have on there. You will see the link in the description, or you'll see the link come up at the end of the video. You can just click on there and go straight there and sign up. Okay, real cheap prices. But we here, man, and had an interesting question come up to me. Which fighter has an easier fight? And just goes to show you why they can't make this fight right now. Okay, Terence Crawford will be fighting Amir Khan. They moved the date from March 23rd to April 20th. Okay, so you know they said they didn't want to do two pay-per-views back to back because of Errol, Spence, and Mikey. So Terence Crawford is moving the same day as Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is fighting on Free Fox versus Adrian Granados. Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to be a reduced pay-per-view for Crawford Khan. So when I do find out the price, I will let you guys know through the community tab, social media, or I will do a video depending on the price. But I have no interest in buying it. I really probably had no interest in buying Errol Spence pay-per-view, but I will possibly want to go to both of these fights, to be honest. So we'll see what happens. My aim is to go to 5 or 7 fights this year. First fight I may be going to is the Errol Spence fight, so something I might be looking to go to. So, and I might just end up going to the Terence Crawford fight. So, to the topic of discussion, obviously I think they both have two, from the public, easier fights, but I'm gonna say Terence Crawford has the easier fight versus Amir Khan, in my opinion. I think because Amir Khan, just came back, he had a strong performance versus Philo Greco, then he came back and had a so-so performance versus Sammy Vargas where he got dropped, I think, once or twice. Legs didn't look to be there. And, when your legs ain't there in any sport, it's hard to perform. You know what I'm saying? But if Amir Khan can come out there with vintage Amir Khan, you tell me the best Mikey Garcia will show up and the best Amir Khan will show up, I think then you think that Errol Spence is going to have an easier time. But I don't expect magically the best Amir Khan to show up versus Terence Crawford. But I do think both of these fighters, rather than fighting each other and getting respect and putting respect on their name and getting all the accolades and garnishing all the attention in the sports world, both of these dudes are taking an unnecessary risk. Excuse me. I'm trying to pay attention to this Colts game. They both take an unnecessary risk, in my opinion. I think a lot more fans will respect them a lot more if they go out there and fight each other. If they go out there and pitch anything other than a shutout or damn near a perfect game versus, use baseball analogy, versus Amir Khan and Mikey Garcia, then it's going to be speculation. Oh, he ain't that good. I told you. And all they can do at this point is hurt their brand. Real talk. All they can do at this point is hurt their brand, hurt their stock, by fighting Mikey and Amir Khan. It's not gonna do nothing in the hardcore fan. You supposed to win these fights. Both of these fights are glorified, stay busy fights, okay? And this just shows you that these dudes can really fight now. It don't really matter. And what they trying to do, they indirectly, in my opinion, but honestly, they directly competing with each other. Errol Spence go to pay-per-view, so Terence Crawford got to go to pay-per-view. And we all could be 100% with each other. Just keep it 100. That Terence Crawford and Amir Khan ain't no pay-per-view. It's not even close. You can make an argument if you look at Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia, they ain't a pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of them dudes have been pay-per-view stars before. and this is in a lot of people's opinions a glorified mismatch. If you ask 100 honest boxing fans how many believe Mikey, Garcia, and Errol Spence is a glorified mismatch, you probably would, and you get the honest truth, 100 of them. You ask 100 boxing fans who think Terence Crawford and Amir at this point in Khan's career is a mismatch, 100% of them, if they was honest, would tell you it was a mismatch. Okay? And that's just the God honest truth. So both willing to hurt their stock, both willing to get exposed, both willing to go through what Jared Hurd and Jamel Charlo went through, which Charlo finally lost. And I'm telling you, 2019 needs to be the year of upsets. Would I be mad if any of these fighters got upset? Fuck no. That's what need to happen. You know what I'm saying? These O's need to go so these dudes will take the necessary risks and give us the fights we need to get. Because this don't make no sense. These dudes were slated to fight 1 week of each other when Crawford had the March 23rd date. And they could just fight now. There's no point of this. There's no point of charging us and making us choose to support Errol Spence and Mikey and Errol Spence and Terence Crawford about a month from each other, choosing what we're going to spend $60, $70 on which one, or making us spend $60, $70, $80 on both. Man, come on. I'd rather you just combine $70 and $80, give us $140, $160, and have to purchase a fight for $180, $160. You know, $140, $160, excuse me. I'd rather purchase the fight for the price of for the price of both of them pay-per-views. I'd double my price up for Errol Spence and Terence Crawford just to get the fight done. Because it don't make no sense. This don't progress their careers. Only thing this really does is this, man. This make Errol Spence, you know, versus Mexican opponent, black versus Mexican. They gonna play that as the villain in the hero role, right? No matter if Errol come out the villain or come out the hero, okay, they just gonna capitalize on that momentum coming off a pay-per-view, going to a Manny Pacquiao possible pay-per-view, and then they gonna feel like, okay, look now, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, you gonna get the big bucks. Errol Spence, a pay-per-view star, let's get it. Now the money worth it for Keith Thurman and Sean Porter to fight Errol Spence next year. That's how it's looked at. And what Terence Crawford's situation is, instead of continuing to go against the grain and just stay on ESPN and just build your fan base on ESPN 3 or 4 times a year and get your clout up, and while Errol Spence is trying to get his clout up on pay-per-view, you will never get your clout up on pay-per-view. You know, unless you lay the groundwork on and be accessible. You know what I'm saying? You know, so instead of that, instead of that way, go be do what the anti-Errol Spence doing. You'll build your shit up on free TV, let people see you. So then when you go into the Errol Spence fight, your viewership might be up to 4 million people watching you. If you fight 3 or 4 times on ESPN this year. So, that's what I would do. I'll just continue to build my fan base up on regular TV. Let him, build his up on pay-per-view. We get to the table where I'm bringing a lot of people, a lot of viewership for ESPN. Then we can get it together and make it happen. But both these dudes taking unnecessary risks. But I do think Terence Crawford got the easiest fight. Mikey Garcia is undefeated, young, hungry. And at the end of the day, technically he only moving up 1 weight class. You look at Amir Khan, he's moved up 3 weight class technically from 40, 47, 35. He didn't want to talk there. 35, 40, 40, 47, 47, middleweight, 155 pounds technically middleweight. So versus Canelo, now he coming back down to 47. But like I said before, I think Terence got the easiest fight. Amir Khan is not, what he used to be. He not. So, but what's so funny is these dudes rather take unnecessary risks, like I said before. That's what both of their fights should be called, unnecessary risks. You rather go take unnecessary risks and indirectly compete with each other to see who get leverage when it's time to make the fight. Then they could just be fighting on April 20th, or they could be fighting on March 16th or March 23rd. Just fight. You know what I'm saying? These are fights that nobody asked for. Nobody asked Terence Crawford to fight Amir Khan. It ain't like Terence Crawford fighting Sean Porter, Errol Spence fighting Keith Thurman, okay? That's the only way that they can save face and get people to keep paying or pay for them pay-per-views. That ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? It ain't happening. So instead of giving us what they want, they going to keep feeding us the bullshit that we don't want. So, why should I go and spend $70, $80, $50, $40 for 2 fights that I don't want to see? Seriously. I didn't ask for Terence Crawford and Amir Khan, and I damn sure didn't ask for Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence. I just want Errol Spence, Terence Crawford. Y'all can make that fight happen right now. But they chose not to. They chose to get unnecessary, and I hope these dudes get upset. I hope a lot of upsets come to all these dudes that's out here trying to milk the fans and trying to over-marinate. I'm glad that Jared Hurd, lost some stock that Jermell Charlo lost, and he ain't gonna get the full credit for beating him if he actually still do fight him. I'll be happy. I'll be damn skippy happy. Because this don't make no sense. They always try to milk the fans. Give us the fight that we want, and then we'll pay for the fights. But like I said before, man, that's just what boxing has come through, man. Just milking the fans, and they got a lot of program fans that think this is how boxing supposed to go. They supposed to take 2 or 3 years or 3 to 5 years to build a fight up, like Pacquiao, Mayweather, and that's the norm in boxing. That's why they're trying to play it like that's the norm. No, man, you don't need 3 or 5 fights to build the fight up, because guess what? The money not gonna go up like that. No, we need fights that can happen like right now. Like, people blame Mayweather and Pacquiao and Cotto and Marquez for holding this era up. Man, this proves that Mayweather and them didn't hold shit up. These dudes ain't want to fight each other then. Use Mayweather Pacquiao to try to keep they to stay in the Mayweather Pacquiao sweepstakes and Cotto sweepstakes. That didn't mean nothing. Because now that for the majority of them, now that they out the way, you know what I'm saying? Now that these dudes out the way, they still not fighting each other. So what does it matter? It don't fucking matter no more. But it is what it is, man. Goodfellas Sports TV. I definitely appreciate everybody for kicking it with us, man. Let me know who y'all think the easier fight is. Who got the easier fight? Crawford with Khan or Errol Spence with Mikey Garcia. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. Don't forget, we on Facebook, we on Twitter. Also got a Facebook group. Also got an email you can reach out to if you got a video request, question, or business inquiry about, or you just want to chop it up, because whatever it may be. You want to make a donation, that link's in the description as well. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate everybody checking out. Share the videos is the best way to donate, or go over to the Health Blaze and cop some. Use my promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Get 18% off instantly, and that's in addition to any other discounts or promos they're running over there. On the website is in the description. Promo code in the description. Usually in every video description that I promote the product in, so no excuses for you don't have that. But they got soaps, lotions, bath bomb, foot soaks, muscle relaxer rub, hair pomade, everything you possibly could think of. Go ahead over to thehealthblaze.com and get you something. Also, don't forget to check out my Patreon. I got the Hardcore Boxing, Raw and Uncensored Talk. That's $2. And also, I got a Food for Thought Hood series and, Real Talk. So go check it out. The link's in the description as well for the Patreon. Y'all know what the business is. We gone.